June the 11th, 2025. Guys, it is a bright sunny day here in central Mississippi. It's going to be a warm one, guys, anywhere in the southeast, so keep your eyes on that. Make sure you look at your temperature, your humidity, and your real feel, because you get that top number, and maybe it will alert you to stay a little more careful. Anyway, in light of what we've been watching each night, 4 or 5 nights now, go on in California. We're seeing it in New York, Chicago, Atlanta, Georgia now. And it's all building up until this weekend to the No Kings Day celebration, or celebration, let me take that back, to the No Kings riots and protests. It's supposedly going to be in 180 cities, and I noticed in the comments last night, someone said that list may have been expanded from now. So any major city, or any city, guys, that you've had this trouble in before, maybe you haven't had this type of trouble before, but any type of city to where it's large enough to where a lot of trouble can happen, you're going to have to be careful. Now, Babylon is the great city that people have talked about forever, and I've heard speculation about it being on the 7 hills of Rome and all of that. But in what we're going to read a little bit out of Revelation, it is not one city, it's all the big cities. Babylon is the mother of the prostitutes, with an S on the end. And so they are all over the planet. And so when you talk about the fall of Babylon, you're looking at all of the cities that was created by the system. But let's just read just a little bit. I'm not going to go real detail into this. Most of this is in Revelation 17 and 18. But this is John on the island of Patmos, and he says, "One of the 7 angels who had the 7 bowls came and said to me, 'Come, and I will show you the punishment of the great prostitute, who sits by many waters.'" Now, waters means, guys, many nations. So the cities, the control, the abominations are planet-wide. Again, who sits by many waters. With her the king of the earth committed, or kings of the earth committed adultery. Again, waters is plural, kings is plural, and prostitutes is plural. But Babylon is a city, so she is the mother of many of these cities. Again, what did she do? It says, with her, the kings, multiple of the earth, committed adultery, and the inhabitants of the earth were intoxicated with the wine of her adulteries. You see it everywhere, from Hollywood to porn to the political situation, and the kings mean multiple locations around the world. Look at Europe. "And there I saw a woman sitting on a scarlet beast that was covered with blasphemous names and had 7 heads and 10 horns. The woman was dressed in purple and scarlet and was glittering with gold stones and pearls. She had a golden cup in her hand filled with abominable things and the filth of her adulteries. The name was written on her forehead was a mystery, Babylon the Great, the mother of prostitutes and the abominations of the earth." The mother of prostitutes, guys, that's why I'm here, because this depicted image of the West Coast is representative of all of these cities. We're talking about 180 plus just in the U.S. Now, again, if you look through 17 and 18 in the books of Revelation, you'll see these things, and they point to a certain timing. It says, "Then a mighty angel picked up a boulder the size of a large millstone and threw it into the sea and said, 'With such violence, the great city of Babylon will be thrown down, never to be found again. The music of the harpists and musicians, pipers and the trumpeters will never be heard in you again. No worker of any trade will ever be found in you again.'" Now, that's something to think about, all the people looking for jobs in Southern California. I'm just using that as one of many examples. "The sound of the millstone will never be heard in you again. The light of the lamp will never shine in you again. The voice of the bridegroom and bride will never be heard in you again. Guys, and it talks about the merchants are standing offshore in their ships. And what we're talking about, many waters, many cities. It says your merchants were the world's important people. By your magic spell, all the nations were led astray by your sorcery. In her was found the blood of prophets and of God's holy people. And that's the ones that did not side with the beast, did not take the mark of the beast, and they were sacrificed, slaughtered. It's still happening, beheaded. And it goes on. It says, woe, woe to you, great city, you mighty city of Babylon. Remember, that city of Babylon has many prostitute daughters. In 1 hour your doom has come. The merchants of the earth will weep and mourn over her because no one buys their cargoes anymore. When the cities are gone, what are they going to do with all that junk? Again, depicting the West Coast here. But this is intended for all of the daughters of the great whore. They were many. Now, again, I don't want to go into great detail on this. I just want to alert you, the folks in these cities, the danger, because it's going to be like Sodom and Gomorrah. Our Father's tired of it. But he's letting everyone see what he's talking about, what Christ is telling John on the island of Patmos here. He's letting us see it, and he's warning us. Now, this is going to continue on. Watch for an update. I'm going to go in and, again, someone said the 180 city list of the No King's Day this coming Saturday on the 14th has been expanded. I will find out about that, and we're going to do a little video about it and just point out some of the danger spots. But again, you know where the biggest ones are. What did we look at yesterday? L.A. We drifted over to Chicago. It was happening in New York. And then this morning I saw where it got pretty rough in Atlanta, Georgia. So they want to bring about, with the minions, with the nihilists that Albert Pike spoke about, this destruction into these prostitute cities, these daughter cities of the great whore of Babylon. There are many. Just like when Christ cast out the demons. He was legion. There were many. And there are many cities, there are many daughters, and they are showing their faces. Yesterday we saw their faces on the news quite a few times, some of these daughters I'm talking about, that are really the symbolic of the cities that they are supposed to be taken care of. But again, watch for updates, guys. This is just a small video, or short video, with a little food for thought. Think about where you're at. The next few days could be critical going forward from there. But guys, read Revelation 17 and 18. Just take your time, consume it. Then you're going to want to read the rest of it. But really, we're at that point now, I think, to where these great cities, you're already seeing the fall. But we haven't seen that big stone thrown into the ocean yet. We're watching it, guys. You watch it. It's a heads up. Be safe.